Hello YouTube, Joe here. I think we're going to talk extreme versatility today. Now everybody has, or many of you have 18 volt stuff. Lots of power, incredible power. In fact, I think it's actually too much power for a lot of the smaller screws that we run sometime. This unit here, lots of power again. Even though it's adjustable down to the low torques, I want something more adjustable yet for the smaller screws. Smaller stuff, confined spaces. And that's where this comes in and wins hands down in versatility. Not only is it lightweight and you can use it overhead like for all day long and not even know you're doing it, it'll get into spots that other drills can't even dream of getting into. For instance, the big drill here, you need 1.5 inches from the ground to the center line of the bit to drive a screw square when it's on its side, driving it into something. This unit here, when it's on its side, can only get down to 1.25. This unit, when it's on its side, gets down to 15/16. And that's just with either the drive bit for the hex bits, the drive end, or the actual chuck. Those two will get down to 15/16. If you put the 90-degree right angle on it, you can, center line will be 3/4 of an inch. Now that's getting pretty low. Then, if you put the offset on it, you can get down to, hold the phone, 13 30-seconds. Now that's a 30-second more than 3/8 of an inch, 10 millimeter. Now to be able to drive screws at 10 millimeter means that now when you're driving screws into a 3/4 board and you're driving screws into the edge of the center line, you can do that with the bit being perfectly square right on and not stripping screws. That is just my pet peeve, is to see a strip screw. So I thought I would put out a video that shows how tight this thing can get in. Some people bitch about the power, and it's not about the power of the unit. It has all the power you need in a 12 volt tool. It's just using a small drill in the wrong place. If you have huge screws to drive, the 18s, the 20 volts, the bigger stuff is of course the right way to go. The point is, you need something on the low end too sometimes when you're driving really little screws. Or perhaps you're doing a lot of overhead work. Now, some people also think that a 3 amp hour battery isn't going to go very far. That's okay. They have big batteries that you can put in these things too. No problem there. So your power is taken care of. In low gear, this thing will do just about anything. So I don't really worry about that. Next, what is my favorite thing is that you can get the torque down so fine on a little drill that you don't break off your small hardware. These big drills, you can't run a small screw without ripping the head right off of it, even on low. Bring in the smaller, lighter, better torque adjustment. Tools used where they belong, they always work better. The next really cool thing about this is the stackability of your tools. You get these 4 different tools with it for $200. And the neatest part is to be able to multiply what's going on. So they call it versatile and the drill driver, installation drill driver, for a reason. You can do goofy things with it. I mean, how would you like to be able to run screws at a goofy angle like that where you just can't get in? That's handy. All of the insides of every piece has got a magnet in it. So you don't have to have it locked in. The magnet's going to hold it in full length. It does a great job. But what if you have to have it held in? Well, then you can marry this piece to it too. Right? And now it is locked in. You have to pull on the collar to get the bit out. Well, so you have cake and eat it too. But what if you need an offset on there? It's just so versatile. I can't imagine getting through life without this thing, now that I have it. So once you figure out all the neat versatile things it can do, it becomes a drill that I use all the time now. Unless I'm running bigger screws and I need to drill huge holes, then I'm using the other bigger stuff. But only then will I go for the bigger stuff. This is so much nicer to use because it's very portable. Even when it's hanging on your side, on your pocket, you barely even know it's there, it's so little. Those, not so much. So for $200 with these 4 bits, I wish I could have got this a mighty long time ago. The coup de grace would be if they would offer that for the big drill now. Offer this same kit for it. Then you'd have everything you could possibly ever need in life. But right now, I think I'm all set with what I have, and I'm very happy with it. So I thought I'd do a video. Let me know what you guys think. You take care.